What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! OCG TCG video. Today, guys, we are going to be going over the 3 promo cards that are going to be released in the upcoming Structure Deck Overlay Universe. And I will say, these 3 promo cards are cool. I really do like these 3 promo cards that are going to be in this structure deck, and I'm very excited to talk about these cards with you guys. So, with all that being said, without further ado, guys, let's not waste any more time, and let's get right into it. So I'm actually going to be doing this a little bit different, because how I'm going to do this is I'm going to go over the playable cards, then the non-playable card. So yes, there is going to be a card that we're going to be going over in this video that you cannot actually use in a duel, but I still want to go over it because I think it's really cool. So the first card that was announced that is going to be one of the promo cards is number 39, Utopia. Now, you might be confused as to what do you mean number 39? He was already announced with an alternate artwork. However, he's also going to be in this in the astral language form. If you guys remember a little while back, I think a year ago at this point, there was a number 39 Utopia that was released that had the astral language on it. So basically, if you remember back in Yu-Gi-Oh! ZEXAL, the anime, in episode 2, when Yuma looked at the card and he couldn't read it, it was because it was an astral language. Astral actually had to tell Yuma what the card said, and then that's how he's able to actually use number 39 Utopia, because originally he couldn't actually read it. But now, they have actually printed number 39 Utopia in the astral language. Now, this is just a reprint, so if you haven't gotten access to it before, you can actually get this. And fun fact, you can actually play this in competitive play as long as you have some way to let your opponent know what the effect is. Whether you bring an original copy of number 39 Utopia, or you write down the effect or something like that, which, to be fair, most people probably know what number 39 does, but it still is recommended that you do that. I think you are required to bring something that has Utopia's effect on it in order to use it. So it's pretty cool. So if you didn't get your chance to get that astral language Utopia, now is your chance with this overlay universe structure deck. And the other card that was announced for this set that is playable is the Emperor's Key token. Yes, there is going to be a token in this set. So, if you for some reason don't have a token or anything that you want to use for a counter, there you go. You can get yourself a Emperor's Key token that you can use. And what's actually cool about this token card is that it has a little bit of a writing on the bottom of it, which I'll read real quickly. When a crisis threatens the world, a hero will appear to save it. That is ZEXAL, or ZEXAL if you want to say it for the sub version. So, pretty cool card. These 2 cards are pretty interesting. I mean, we already got the astral language Utopia, which I'm going to quickly shoehorn this into this video as well, since we're talking about astral language cards. We actually got a pretty cool announcement for Animation Chronicles 2021. And that's the fact that number 17, Leviathan Dragon, will also be getting an astral language printing in Animation Chronicles. So that's actually pretty cool as well. Obviously, the only one that we had so far was Utopia, but now we actually have one for Leviathan Dragon. So that's actually pretty cool, and I do wonder if this is going to be a constant thing we do see throughout the next couple of years, if maybe cards will eventually all get astral language writings. Now, I don't know if every number will, especially since not all of the numbers were used in the anime or manga. So, maybe not, but I think it would be pretty cool if they ended up doing that. I mean, all of the number cards, except for the over 100 numbers, were all from Astral World, so I feel like that does make sense to have all of the number cards be in astral language form, like make that an alternative version that you can do, but who really knows? But I think this is super cool that they actually gave it to Leviathan, which kind of makes sense as well, since this was the second card that Yuma actually obtained in ZEXAL. ZEXAL, which funny enough, this is actually the first number card that was ever used in the anime, as Shark used it for the very first time. He summoned Leviathan Dragon before Yuma played Utopia, because Utopia was played in the second episode, while Shark played it in the very first episode, right at the end of that episode. So that's actually pretty cool that this card is getting an astral language as well. But just wanted to quickly shoehorn that into here. But getting back into the Overlay Universe structure deck, these two cards are pretty interesting. I really do like that they gave a reprint, so it makes it a little bit easier to get into it. And I think the token's pretty cool to have on hand as well. Just to have an Emperor's Key token is just pretty cool. But this is the final card that we're going to be going over in this video, and this is such a cool card. I'm very excited to talk about this, but in order for you guys to understand what this card is, I'm going to be playing the ending Challenge the Game real quickly, and I want to see if you guys can spot it. Did you guys see it? Well, if you didn't, that shot where we saw, the entire cast of ZEXAL basically get transferred into a card before it flies away, and then we see the shot of Yuma Astral and then the other characters going forward in that ending, if you do remember the ending very well. That card that flew on by is actually going to be in the Overlay Universe structure deck, which this is just really cool. I really do like that they're actually doing this. Now, I will say this though, if you never watched the ZEXAL anime, if you didn't really care about the ZEXAL anime or ZEXAL in general, then this card is probably not going to really be much to you. But as someone that was a big fan of ZEXAL, I think this is just a little cool Easter egg that they put into this Overlay Universe structure deck, as this card, and this card was just a minor thing that happened in that ending, but the fact that they're actually printing it, as well as that astral language Utopia and then that token, these are three of the coolest cards that have ever been in a structure deck. I really do believe that this is something that is really cool, and I feel like a lot of ZEXAL fans would probably like it. I really do believe that this is some pretty cool stuff that is going to be coming in the structure deck, which this just makes me hope that the structure deck does come to the TCG. Now you might be saying like, oh, why wouldn't it come to the TCG? Here's the thing though, there has been weird things with structure decks from the OCG. There have been times before where the OCG structure decks never came to the TCG. I think of that structure deck that had the shooting code talker into it. We never got that structure deck. I think it was the only Yusaku structure deck that we never got. We got Cyber's Link and Power Code Link. I think I can't remember what that structure deck was called, the one with Power Code talker into it. But the shooting code talker one, we never ended up getting. And actually, a more recent example, the Dragunity structure deck. There was a structure deck released for new Dragunity support for that archetype, and instead of giving us the structure deck, for some dumb reason, they decided to put it in the Ghost from the Past set, which to this day, I still don't understand why they did that, but hey, there's nothing that we can really do about it. But I really do hope that this is one of those cases where we will actually get the structure deck. I will be very upset if we don't get this. And I really do hope if we do get the structure deck, let's say we do it, I hope we do get these cards as well, because the Yu-Gi-Oh! ZEXAL card, which I'm going to read its little text that it has below it. Obviously, its name is Yu-Gi-Oh! ZEXAL. It has the light attribute, which doesn't really matter. It has the, where the, it would tell the, type of monster, its effect, and what it is. All it says is Katabingo, which if you remember, that's Yuma's catchphrase in the sub, which probably for the dub is going to be, I'm feeling the flow, or something like that. Its text says, it's the challenging spirit to stand up to adversity. The door of possibilities will surely open if passions clash. The important thing is to Katabi, Kanabingu da, or Cha. And then obviously it says this card cannot be used in a duel, which I already explained before, which if you don't know what Katabi is, it's basically mean getting fired up and basically going and doing challenges. Again, what Yuma's entire thing was. So this is just still a pretty cool card, and I really do hope that we get this in the TCG as well. I know it won't be really meant as much because obviously we didn't get the same ending as they did. I believe our ending was just the opening again, but a little bit of a short version with the cast on there. So obviously ours kind of works a little bit different, but I still think this would be a pretty cool thing for even people that watch or only watch the Yu-Gi-Oh! ZEXAL dub. It would just be like, oh, it's just a card that has all of the Yu-Gi-Oh! ZEXAL characters. That's pretty cool. But obviously, if you watch the sub version, we actually know where this actually was a reference from. So this is actually a pretty cool thing to be coming out in the overlay universe structure deck, as well as the astral number or astral language Utopia and the Emperor's Key token. But guys, that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think about this, about the astral language Utopia that's getting printed in this, as well as the Emperor's Key token, and even include the number 17 Leviathan Dragon from Animation Chronicles 2021. Let me know what you guys thought about that. Were you surprised that Leviathan Dragon got an astral language, or did you expect that card to be the next one? I'm going to be honest, I thought Utopia was going to be the only one, to be completely honest, because that was really the only time we seen anything in regards to kind of like looking and reading astral language cards, which I guess is also basically confirms that if you get possessed by a number, you apparently can read astral language, which I guess it kind of makes sense. But let me know what you guys think of that. Let me know what you guys think of this Yu-Gi-Oh! ZEXAL card. I think this is one of the coolest cards coming out in this set, but other than the Utopia astral language one, that was probably one of my favorite things that ended up coming when it was first announced like a year ago. But now that you get an easier chance to get it with this reprint of the card, I think it's going to be pretty cool to get, because I think it was a pretty high rarity for that Astral Utopia. So it was a little bit it was pretty hard to get it, but now it's going to be a lot easier to get that card. And then even the Emperor's Key token is a pretty cool extension as well. But with that being said, just let me know what you guys' entire thoughts are on these three promo cards and number 17 Leviathan Dragon. But guys, that's going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time guys, take care and have yourselves a great rest of your day.